Привет, дорогой друг! Добро пожаловать на курс «Русский для начинающих». Hello, welcome to the Russian for Beginners course. You have 12 Russian lessons behind you. Our next lesson will focus on reviewing the most important aspects, adding new information, and practice. The plan for today's lesson is as follows. First, we will repeat the verbs learned in the previous lesson. Then, we will review the second lesson on the rules of reading and pronunciation in Russian, after which we will do reading exercises. Okay? Let's get started. Повторение. Revision. To know – знать. To understand – понимать. To think – думать. To listen – слушать. To buy – покупать. To give – давать. To want – хотеть. To eat – есть. To put – класть. Great. Now we will start with a theory that you are already familiar with, but which needs to be consolidated. And after that, there will be several slides with new information. First of all, let's discuss the key points. In Russian articulation, the main force is transferred to the front zone of the vocal tract. The tip of the tongue covers down, and the front part strongly adjoins the teeth. The essential reading rules. The point is that, in Russian, differences between spelling and pronunciation are insignificant and easy to remember. You read all letters in the word, apart from a few rare exceptions. Else, I wanted to mention that in Russian, diphthongs don't exist. The reading of Russian letters which express vowels doesn't depend on the type of syllable in which the letter is included. Word stress in Russian. In Russian, the stress isn't fixed and can fall on every alternate syllable. Being stressed, the vowels have the maximum intensity, so the pronunciation of the sound is extended and clear. In an unstressed position, it is as if all vowels would lose their intensity, so the pronunciation is shorter and weak. Also today, I would like to tell about reading rules for unstressed vowels. I've already said that all vowels in an unstressed position are pronounced shortly and weakly. But the absence of stress has a special influence on the pronunciation of the vowels O, ye, and ya. So, the unstressed O. In an unstressed position, the letter O read as a weak A, like in the word Россия, Россия, Russia, Москва, Moscow. The unstressed ye. In an unstressed position, we read it as a weak E. For example, telephone, телефон, телефон, theater, театр, театр. The unstressed ya. In an unstressed position, we read it as something between y and ye. For example, egg, яйцо, яйцо. Japan, Япония, Япония. Let's talk about hard and soft consonants. Твердые и мягкие согласные. In Russian, most consonants can be hard and soft. This phonetic phenomenon doesn't exist in English, where consonants are pronounced exclusively hardly. 15 Russian consonants have correlative pairs. 3 consonants are always hard, and 3 consonants are always soft. Let's take a look. The correlative pair for m is m. The sound m is hard. The sound m is soft. M, m, b, b, p, p, v, v, f, f, d, d, t, t, z, z, s, с, н, н, л, л, р, р, г, г, к, к, х, х. Consonants j, sh, ts are always hard, and consonants ch, sh, y are always soft. The hardness or softness of a consonant depends on the vowel after it. So, for the designation of the hardness of the previous consonant, we use these vowels: a, u, o, e, and u. For the designation of the softness of the previous consonant, we use soft sign and ya, you, yo, ye, and e. Now let's supplement the previous information with a new theory. In Russian, some consonants exist only in the hard form, and some consonants exist only in the soft form. The letters zh, sh, ts don't have a soft counterpart. This means that even if after this consonant there are vowels indicating the softness of the previous consonant, they still sound hard, and also the vowel sounds different. And the letters y, ch, sh don't have a hard counterpart. Here's the situation is the opposite. Even if after these consonants there are vowels indicating the hardness of the previous consonant, they still sound soft. Let's take a look at specific examples. For example, despite the fact that after zh, sh, ch, sh, the letter u are never written, the letter e after the hard consonants zh, sh, ts is read like the sound u, like in the word жизнь, жизнь, which means life. The letter e is written, however, after the hard consonant zh, we hear u, жизнь. Next word, машина, 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 car. In the word vakcina, 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 we also see the letter e after the consonant ts, and we read it as u, vakcina, vakcina, vaccine. Okay, the next point is that the letter ye, after the hard consonants zh, sh, ts, is read like the sound e, like in the word женщина, which means woman, женщина, женщина, or like in the word sheriff, sheriff, sheriff. And here is the example with the consonant ц, центр, центр, which means center. And the last point is that the letter yo, after the hard consonants zh, sh, ts, sounds as o, like in the word желтый, желтый, yellow, желтый. Okay, great. I would also like to say that all these words are given as examples, so it's absolutely normal that many of them are unknown to you. But don't worry, in this course, in the next lessons, we will study many topics in detail, and you will have an excellent vocabulary as a result. Also, let's refresh the rule related to the modification of consonants in Russian. In Russian, some consonants have voiced or unvoiced counterparts. There are 6 pairs. The first pair is b, p, then v, f, g, k, d, t, zh, sh, z, s. So, the Russian voiced consonants can be in a weak position, and because of the specifics of the Russian articulation, voiced consonants in a weak position can be modified. The voiced consonant is pronounced like the corresponding to it voiceless sound. The modification takes place in two cases: if the voiced consonant is in the end of a word, or if it is before voiceless consonants. So we repeated with you the basic rules of reading and pronunciation in Russian. And now I want to complete this exercise with you. The conditions are as follows. I read the word in English from the left column and give you a few seconds so that you can pronounce this word, which is written on the right, in Russian. After a few seconds, I pronounce the correct version. And so we go through all the words. Okay, ready? Let's get started. Life. Жизнь. Жизнь. World. Мир. Мир. Planet. Планета. Планета. Giraffe. Жираф. Жираф. Country. Страна. Страна. Station. Станция. Станция. Movie. Фильм. Фильм. Profession. Профессия. Профессия. Tourist. Турист. Турист. Teacher. Учитель. Учитель. Engineer. Инженер. Инженер. Dance. Танец. Танец. Now. Сейчас. Сейчас. Did you succeed? Were there any difficulties? Anyway, you can try again, take notes and test yourself again. And that's all for today. Thank you for this class. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Have a nice day. Your Russian teacher, Maria. Пока-пока.